All right, out in the woods, gonna do the Warrior Tribe Challenge and build the shelter using a tarp. Put it in my bug out bag. I hiked out to a location where I believe it's gonna be good to set it up. So give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna splice all this together using some video magic and we'll see what the end result looks like. Okay, so the first criteria where I would want to set up my shelter is gonna be close to some water. So this is definitely the area for that. What we have to be careful about in Texas here is that some of this ground is very infested with ants, so you don't want to set up your camp near there. I'm looking for a couple trees I'm gonna run my paracord between some trees and set up the tarp and go from there. But this is kind of the area where I'm scouting right now. Pretty decent flat ground. It's just a matter of finding an area where there is not a ton of ants. All right, I did some scouting around. Like I mentioned, this is a new skill set I'm working on. So one of my requirements always is going to be close to a water source. So I have it here. And if you look here, kind of already have a natural shelter. So I'm just going to use the tarp to kind of improve the situation and create a better shelter that's close to a water source. Gives me a good area view. If you look at the ground, I don't have to worry about any ants or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this into my shelter right here. So as I mentioned, I added the tarp to my bug out bag. So away we go. So upon further examination, there actually is some ants in that area. So I can't mess with that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and change up the game plan. Plus it was a little hard to kind of get it so this would be waterproof. I'm gonna resource some stuff, other stuff in the area. I got a kind of a different game plan. All right, so just using what was laying around. Obviously, probably have to fix this a little bit. But I believe it's enough of a pitch to deal with the rain. It is just cold right now, so I believe that this would do a good job for what I needed to do. All right, guys, that is the setup right there. I just come in here, probably use my bag as a pillow. Now, one thing I do for sure, I put some bedding down to help out with the conduction from the ground so I wouldn't lose all my body heat. It would be cold right now. It wouldn't necessarily be raining. I think the temperatures are getting down into the mid 40s, so I'd have to be concerned with that tonight. But obviously, just set a fire up right there, have some reflective heat. I think I'd be able to make it through the night regardless. Part of what I have in my bug out bag too is a wool blanket. So if it was a situation where I was going to stay out here overnight, I think between this and the wool blanket, I'd probably do pretty good. So, all right, Warrior Tribe Challenge. Hope you guys have a good Sunday.